in 15th, and Duras of Manhasset in 16th. And we are off and running. Is that the Jericho kid out in front? So it looks like Siasis of Valley Stream North is making this an honest race. He is fresh. He did not run in that 1,600 meters, even though he was slated to. So he decided that he is going to take this race out hard. He wants to make sure that everybody is running honest. We'll see if he can hold this pace. It is going to be pretty quick coming through that first 400 meters. That is Elijah Yerushalemi of Roslyn, who is leading the chase pack. And Roslyn as a team is looking to win that team title. So every point they can get, Calhoun and Valley Stream North in that mix as well. So 71 seconds through the 400 meters. That is 9:28 pace. So we'll see if he can maintain that. So the chase pack is seeing if Siatsis is going to come back. They're all just biding their time, letting him do the work out in front. That is now John Schwab of Calhoun leading the way. Yerushalemi in tow as well. He knows that every difference in place is going to matter, especially winning or losing against their rivals in blue, Calhoun. So this is Siatsis. He comes into this race with a 10:18 PR. So it's not entirely out of his wheelhouse to try to run in that 10-minute range, along with all the top competitors. Everybody else in that lead back biding their time. You have Schwab, Yerushalemi, Casper, and Cook, your next four after Siatsis, and they are slowly but surely catching up. 2:30 at the half mile, so it is now over that 10 flat pace. We'll see if John Schwab decides that he wants to take over those pacing duties now, as the chase pack has made this a race with Thomas Siatsis of Valley Stream North. He still is doing the pacing duties. Nobody is really looking to do that on a long race like this. So they are perfectly fine running a slower than average race, while Thomas Siatsis does the work out in front. Not too much jostling of position going on. Schwab holding in second, Yerushalemi up there in third, Cook on that inside. So it's going to be tough for him if he's looking to make those moves. But, he sees that opening that I was seeing, and he makes his move into second place, has decided this pace has drawn off a little too much for his liking, and is starting to press Siatsis. So we have Siatsis, Cook, Schwab, Yerushalemi, your top four, with Conniff and Niazov rounding out that top six group. This is still anybody's race. 3 laps in, we have 5 to go. Siatsis has been leading wire to wire. We'll see if he can hold on. This is now a race that is right into his wheelhouse. So nobody's looking to make that move. They are perfectly content letting Siatsis take this pace on this above average temperature day at Mitchell Field in Uniondale. The chase pack has bunched up. We'll see who is going to be the first athlete to try to stretch that out as we come to the mile mark. 200 meters till that point. It's going to be a little bit over 5 minutes, so if anybody's looking to hit that PR, especially in that top group, they are going to need a negative split. We want to see that second mile a little bit faster than that first. So all of a sudden, this is a race that Siatsis can run and can win. You have Siatsis, you have Cook, you have Niazov, but here comes John Schwab of Calhoun. And correction, we have Schwab, we have Casper of Jericho as well, right there. But Siatsis is fighting off all of these moves. Siatsis coached by Mike Frazier from Valley Stream North. Very gutsy thing to do, taking the lead wire to wire on a 3200. Comes in as the 7th fastest competitor, fighting off every single one of these charges by his competitors. Cook, Schwab right in tow. And here we finally have our first lead change. That is John Schwab of Calhoun now taking over pacing duties, coming up on 3 laps to go. Don't count out Siatsis yet. He is still perfectly in this race. So your top 3, Schwab, Siatsis, Kieran Cook, and that is Alexander Niazov hanging right in that lead pack. Coming in as the 9th fastest runner, 10:21 his PR. Looking to make a surprise and end up on that podium, scoring some points for Hewlett High School. Now we have Kieran Cook of Southside taking over those pacing duties, but don't count out Thomas Siatsis as he decides it is time to take back over those pacing duties. He has been up in that lead for this entire race with the exception of a couple 100 meters. He has not given up. You love to see that tenacity in these young runners. Siatsis is competing with everything he has, and you see Alex Niazov trying to hang on into that group of 6. All right, so we are coming up to that 800 meters to go. It is time for somebody to separate from this pack. Who is it going to be? So our lead pack has separated themselves. 6 athletes going for 6 scoring positions. And remember, every one of those positions is incredibly important as there is a team title on the line as well. Valley Stream North, Calhoun, Roslyn, your favorites going into this meet today. So all of these points are going to be very, very important. But Thomas Siatsis has fought off every single one of these moves from all of his competitors. Again, coming in as the 7th seed, so it is a very gutsy performance from him. Niazov coming in as the 9th seed, but they are in that last group of remaining athletes. And here we go. We're going to start seeing some moves. Kieran Cook starting to pull away. 500 meters left in this race. Schwab now moving. Yerushalmi knows he needs to make a move. Two athletes from Roslyn up in that top pack. And here we go. That is John Schwab taking over the lead. Oh, and here we go. Now it is a race in that last lap. Here comes Elijah Yerushalmi from Roslyn. He's been hanging on all day. This has now become a race of 3. Schwab, Cook, Yerushalmi. Who's it going to be? 250 meters left in this race. Schwab has taken over. Yerushalmi is not giving up an inch. Who has that last kick left? And here we go. Yerushalmi. He's pouring it on. Does Schwab have the move to answer? 150 meters rounding that final turn. Elijah Yerushalemi in the lead. Does Schwab have anything left? They're coming around the turn. Schwab with one final cook. He gets around Yerushalemi. Does he have a final answer? And he does. Who's it going to be? And it's Yerushalemi of Roslyn taking it over Schwab of Calhoun. What an exciting finish. So many twists and turns. Cook from Southside will take third. It turned into a kickers race, and the kickers prevailed. And that's why we run the races. We want to see that exciting finish, especially in these team competitions. You never know who's going to come out of a kickers race like that. And Elijah Yerushalemi winning the steeplechase, winning the 3,200, scoring in that mile. You can't ask much more from an athlete. One of the hardest triples you'll see in track and field. 3 of the longest events on the day. Elijah Yerushalemi finds that final gear in his final race of the day. His final county championship, going out a winner here at Mitchell Field.
What about all those exchanges? Cutting in aside. Yerushalemi's just. That was real. What else? Right in there.